yet again to another Ticket Freaks tutorial. I'm your host, Carlos, and as always, we're here to talk to you about movies. On today's movie segment, we have The Iceman.
Story of Richard Klotski, the notorious contract killer and family man. When finally arrested in 1986, neither his wife nor daughters have any clue about his real professionalism. The Iceman, made in 2012 as a biography, crime, and drama, directed by Ariel Vraaman, and screenplay also by Ariel Vraaman and Morgan Land. Cast includes...
Alright, let's begin.
I never felt sorry for anything I'd done. I'm not looking for forgiveness. I'm not repenting.
Okay, so let's start off with just the basic characters pretty much in this whole entire movie. I will give James Franco some credit. This man has talent. He's putting himself out there, putting the variety and choices of movies that he could put himself in. The Great Powerful Oz, 127 hours. This is the End. This man just keeps throwing himself milk. This guy keeps just throwing himself in movies, so I gotta give him some credit. He actually did a great performance. I give him credit for the character he played.
No, please, God, please! Dad will come down and save you.
Now, Ray Liotta, always the same, hasn't changed in mobster movies, plays the same mobster type of guy, so I don't see that much of a difference. I will say this though, I didn't mind or hate that he was in it. It was okay. I actually didn't mind him being in it, so good for you guys to put him in there because he's still a great actor.
Some bitches think their dad's a decent guy. What are you gonna tell your wife? My fucking blows your kids' heads off.
It's just I want to see more difference in him in character-wise movies that I don't really see as often. Chris Evans. Now, his performance as the character in this movie, I thought was pretty good actually. I thought it was rather interesting. He really did bring out the life of this character. I just didn't see the whole 100% in it. I felt like he lost the psychotic part of his character.
So is it my lucky day or my last?
Which he does play in this movie. You can see that he does have that charismatic in him. I just don't see the psychotic part of him. So I just couldn't really feel for his character as much and thought that he was a real type of person he was. So that to me just lacks a little. But he'll always still be my Captain America. Michael Shannon, and that guy, he just lives and breathes performance. He's so talented. He bathes in it. You know. You can't bathe in talent, but metaphorically speaking type of way, he bathes in it. And, you know, he did a great job in this movie. But let me just point out that Winona Ryder, she actually, I think she carried her performance along with this movie. And she really competed with Michael Shannon as far as characters, as wives and husbands, where I think she did really carry on. And she really did put on a performance of a lifetime.
You like to be taken care of.
I like the way you take care.
Just from hearing her in the trailer, and I'm not spoiling this movie obviously if it was in the trailer, she says, I didn't know I had to be afraid. And that line to me already just demonstrated, just from those lines, it already demonstrated what she was going to be in this movie.
Ain't gonna be nothing else to be afraid of.
I didn't know I was supposed to be afraid.
And her struggle in the movie as the character, and she did so beautifully on it, by the way. Give her credit on that. Michael Shannon, Bugs, crazy person, General Zod, Man of Steel, evil villain, beautiful, awesome. The Iceman, there's no other person that could have played the Iceman, honestly, in my personal opinion, than Michael Shannon. He did such a great job that if there wasn't an Iceman in real life, if there wasn't an Iceman in real life, I would have believed that Michael Shannon was Iceman. He gave his performance of a lifetime. I truly believe in this. And, you know, he actually had to play a role where he had to have such a disturbed history in his life that he had to actually grow into what he is, which is emotionless in this movie.
If you don't have it in you, now's the time to say it.
And you really could see in Michael Shannon's character that he had some issues and battle scars in him, that he was just perfect for the role. And I gotta give him credit from beginning to end. This man just stole the show. From everybody who played in it, Michael Shannon stole the show, except with Winona Ryder. between those two, I think they were the ones that carried on this movie perfectly. Now, as far as the movie itself, as far as fictional and real mobster movies, there's some difference on this one, and I'll tell you why. And here's the thing. The fictional part for mobster movies is that every mobster movie, they always have this person who's the head guy is always like well crafted, and so is his crew and so forth, that they always have a backup plan. Like they're always one step ahead in this type of movie. In this movie, in real life, it was one of those you had to think on your feet type of movies, and it still had some of its well crafted plots, but then at the same time, it's also had you got to think on your feet type of moment, and that's what Michael Shannon's character had to do in the entire movie as the hitman. So I'll just tell you that on that end. As far as the movie itself, awesome. Just it does have a lot of foul language, so I don't give it to a lot of people who won't accept it or tolerate it. Other than that, it's not too much violence. It does have some gruesome moments, but not too bad of gruesome moments. I will say this, that the only thing I have negative to say about this is the ending. A little bit confused. I'm actually not confused. I had mixed feelings. That's the confusion of it. I loved it because it was based on the true story and it ended the way it's supposed to. And then I hated it in some sense because I was like, really? This is how it ended? Really? And I couldn't believe it. But no, cool. It's all good. I'm not going to hate it just for that particular part of the movie. I will say this. I'm not talking about the end. I'm talking about right around close to the end. But I was a little shocked. So that's why I had like mixed feelings about loving the movie for that reason and then hating it at the same time. But it was I think it was perfectly done. Anyways, thanks for watching the show. Please subscribe and tell a friend. I hope to see you guys on the next segment. Okay? Peace.